Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make this trendy Bubu dress with a stylish bow design using some of the sewing tools I got on Temu. Search code ald362945 in the Temu app for gifts at 0 naira. So let's jump right in. So to make this Bubu, I made use of 3 yards of African print fabric. You might need less or more depending on how you want yours to be, and about half yard of crepe. And I also have these sewing tools I got from Temu. I'll leave the link pinned in the comment section and also in the description box. I have my pins, I have my tape rule, I have my rotary cutter, I have different colors of thread stored in their storage box. And I also have my set of metric rulers. So without wasting much time, let's jump right into the tutorial. So this is my 3 yards of fabric and I'll be using the whole 3 yards to make this bubu. So like I said, you might need less or you might need more depending on how you want yours to be. So I'm just trying to open up my fabric now and this is what we have. So I'm going to be folding it using the length of the Ankara fabric. So I mean this printed part of the fabric, I'm going to fold it to meet the other printed edge, as you can see. So I'll fold my fabric into two this way because I need the full length of the fabric, and then I'll further fold it into four like this. So I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to fold the fabric now to make a fold of four, as you can see. So this bubu is not a full length bubu, it's actually 3/4, but you can make yours full length if you want or if you have more fabric. So I'm going to flip the fabric facing me this way, and then I'll measure what we have as the width. So for the width of the fabric, we have 22.5 inches, which is okay for the bubu. So I'll come over now to the completely closed part of my fold, and then I'll mark out the shoulder measurement I'm working with. So my shoulder measurement is 16 inches divided by 2 is 8 inches. So I'm going to mark 8 inches there. So after marking the shoulder measurements divided by 2, you can decide to use the remaining fabric as your sleeve length. But for mine, I don't want it as long as that. So I marked 12 inches from the shoulder measurement. The next thing to do is to mark out the neckline. And the width of the neckline is 3 inches, while the depth of the back neckline is 1 inch. So I'll take my metric ruler now and just create a curve connecting the 2 points together. So the front neckline is going to be a V-shaped neckline. So I'm going to come down by 8 inches from the top of my fabric to create my V neckline. And then I'll connect the points together this way. After connecting, I'll come over to the point where I want my sleeve to stop and come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. Then take my ruler and connect it all the way to the neck width. The next thing we want to mark is the sleeve opening. I'll be making use of 10 inches for mine. So you can use between 9, 10 and 11 inches depending on the size of the person you are working with. But for my size, I made use of 10 inches for my sleeve opening. Then I'll connect the points together this way. Then I'll further extend the line into my fabric like this to create the chest line. After that, the next thing I'm going to mark is my shoulder to my hip line, which is 24 inches. So I'm going to mark from my shoulder now to my hip line, which is 24 inches, and then connect the points together. After connecting, this is what we have. So on this chest line now, I'm going to mark my hip measurement divided by 4, which is 11 inches, plus 5 extra inches to it to make 16 inches. And then on the hip line, I'm going to mark the same 16 inches and then connect the points together this way. So I'm going to extend this line now all the way to the full length of my dress. And this is what we have. So towards this arm area, I'm going to just form a curve all the way down this way. So for this bubu, we're going to be having a simple cut together pocket. So from the shoulder line, I'll come down by 18 inches. And then I'll take how wide I want my pocket opening to be, which is 7 inches. And then I'll measure what I have left on my fabric, which is about 7 to 8 inches. So I'll extend the lines this way and then create a curve like this. So that means we will not be attaching any pockets to our bubu. So the next thing we want to do now is to cut it out, and I'll be using my rotary cutter that I got from Temu. All items are linked in the comment section and also in the description box. So I'm going to cut out the back neckline first and then proceed to cut out the side. So at this pocket area, I'll just go ahead to cut out my pocket this way. So after cutting, I'm going to separate the front from the back and then cut out the front neckline. So after cutting, this is what we have. Next one we want to do is to cut out facing for the neckline. So I have the fabric I'll be using as facing. I'll fold the fabric into two and also fold the neckline of my dress into two this way and then place it on it. So I'll use my pins to hold down the fabric together and then I'll go ahead to trace out the neckline on the fabric. After tracing, I'll go ahead to cut it out and then separate the main fabric from the facing. I'll come down by about 4 to 5 inches and then go ahead to just create a curve all the way down this way and then cut it out. So this is basically all on how to cut out your facing. You can go ahead to iron your stay to the wrong side of the fabric before you stitch together. So I'll place the facing now right side facing each other on my neckline this way and then take it to my sewing machine. So use your pins to hold it down so that it stays in place. So I'll take it to the sewing machine now and use 1/2 inch sewing allowance to join the two fabrics together like this. I'll repeat the same process for the back neckline and show you guys what it looks like. So after stitching down, I'm going to use my seam ripper to just open up the seam this way. You can also use your scissors for this, but the seam ripper is way easier. So I'll open up the seam so that when I turn the facing to the wrong side, it is going to relax very well even before ironing. So after doing that, I'll flip my facing now to the wrong side like this and then go ahead to iron it out so that it lays down flat. So we're also going to finish the facing on the wrong side using our hemming gum. And while doing that, I'm going to fold in the edge of the fabric so that it appears neat. If you have a weaving machine, you can also go ahead to weave the edge of the fabric before you use your hemming gum to seal it up. So this is me notching the neckline of the back panel as well and then flipping over to the wrong side. So I'll go ahead to iron it out now and show you guys what it looks like. So after ironing, this is what we have. You can see how neat it looks on the right side and also on the wrong side. The next thing we want to do now is to work on the bow design that we have in front. So you're going to decide how long you want your straps to be. You don't have to follow my exact measurement. So as you can see, the straps are folded into two because I'm still going to stitch and turn it over. And the width I have there is 2.5 inches. So by the time I close up the fabric with 1/2 inch and I turn over, I'll be left with 2 inches width of fabric. Remember, you can decide to make yours wider or you can decide to make it thinner. So from the neckline, I came in by 4 inches and then this is the shorter strap. So you're going to decide where you want your bow design to stay. So for mine, I'll come down by 15 inches from the shoulder line. So wherever the bow design is going to be, that is where your shorter strap is going to start from. So I'll go ahead to just mark out that 15 inches line because that is the exact point where I'll be attaching my bow and my shorter strap is also going to sit on that same 15 inches line. So I'll just slant it out this way and then go ahead to pin the two fabrics together. I hope you guys understand what I'm doing. So after pinning, this is what we have. So your bow is going to sit directly on that same point this way. This is the fabric for I'll be using for the bow. I'll still go ahead and show you guys the dimension of fabrics that I used. So this is just a visual representation of what it is going to look like when you are done. So this is what we have. So you can see how beautiful it will look when we are done. So just like I said earlier, I closed up the fabric for the straps and then I turned over to the right side. You're also going to choose which side of your bubu you want your design to sit on. So I was doing mine on the right side before, but I changed my mind. I want my bow to be on the left side of my bubu. So I'm just going to go ahead and retake the measurements I explained earlier. So that is the 15 inches mark. I'll just go ahead to pin it down this way, and then I'll also pin the shorter one on that same 15 inches mark. So the length of the longer strap I used for mine is 30 inches, while the shorter one is 18 inches. You can decide to make yours longer. It just depends on what you want. So after placing the straps on the fabric, so I'll go ahead to pin it down to hold it firm. And then I'll take it to my sewing machine. The first thing I'm going to do is to join the longer and the shorter straps to the fabric this way, and then stitch the two sides as well. And for the bow, the dimension is 16 inches by 11 inches. So I went ahead to close up all the sides. I left a small gap opened and I flipped it over to the right side, and this is what we have. So we're going to place the bow now directly on that 15 inches mark, as you can see. So I'll just go ahead to squeeze in the center this way, just the regular way of making a bow, and then I'll use this thin fabric to tie it up all the way to the back. I'll go ahead to stitch the fabric closed, and then I'll just flip the fabric so that the stitched part is going to be underneath it. I hope you guys understand. So I'll place it now directly on that 15 inches line, and then go ahead to pin it down. So to hold the bow firm on your bubu, you're going to also stitch the edges this way. So I'll just go ahead to pin it down first. So you stitch all the four edges to your fabric, as you can see me doing. So I'll take it to the sewing machine now and go ahead to just make small stitches on all four edges. And I'll also hand stitch the center of the bow to the fabric. After that, I'll place the back panel facing the front panel this way, and then go ahead to close up the shoulder using half an inch allowance. So when I'm done doing all of that, I'll show you guys the next thing to do. So after doing all of that, this is what we have. I also went ahead to finish up the sleeve opening of the bubu. So the next thing we're going to do now is to place them right sides facing each other this way. So I also finished up the sleeve opening just like I said. I'll take this to my sewing machine now and use 1 inch to close it up, close up the pockets. And when I get to this point, I'll leave a 10 to 12 inches opening for slits. Since it's a long bubu, I want it really comfortable at the base. And I'll repeat the same process for the other side. I'll leave the same opening at the other side. After that, I'll finish up the slit opening and also the base of the bubu. So guys, after doing all of that, this is what it looks like. You can see how beautiful it looks. Remember, you can decide to make your straps longer. It just depends on you. And this is the pocket on the sides. And this is the slit opening. I've gone ahead to finish it up and the base of the bubu. So if you find this video useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, share to your loved ones, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.